Yo, what's up? It's your man, Hustlerz Simmons.
It's your boy, Young Jeezy, kicking it with my brother from
Yo.
another right here, man.
Yes, it
y'all
is.
come through the city, y'all make sure y'all holler at my boy. It's the world. He riding with us. You know what it is. Salute.
From the A-Town to the Threes Up Beantown.
That's what's up.
That's how we doing it.
Salute.
What's happening? It's your man, Corey Hill, a.k.a. Hustlerz Simmons. Sitting right across from a good friend of mine right now, the homie Young Jeezy. What's popping?
What up, Joe?
How's everything with you, my friend?
I'm in your city, baby. You told me you was going to have me when I got here. I'm here. I'm ready now.
Well, I believe I did the first part of having you.
You did. You know what I mean? We call that Southern hospitality where I'm from.
There it is, man.
Believe that.
Let's take it right down to the A, man. This record that's making a lot of noise.
Yeah.
Through the A, this drama record.
Yeah.
We in this.
We in this. You know, I want to say the whole name, but
Yeah.
yeah.
We in this itch.
Yeah, I like that.
There it is. So, from my people down there, I mean, what's the temperature on that record? This is kind of like, I know some of you guys have done records together before, but there hasn't been this like huge team effort.
You know, the record was done, you know what I mean, a little while back ago, and you know, me and Drummer talked about the record a few times, and I was just trying to get him to put it out. And,
he sat on it because when I had him here we did album release party with him here, he played it for me when we were eating lunch, and I was like, "What's up?" He's like, "Nah, man,
yeah,
no,
he was sitting on that thing. He was, you know what I mean. But he put it out, and you know, the cities I've been going through, I've been hearing it in the club. I haven't really been in Atlanta much, you know what I mean, last month because I've been on the road.
Yep.
But just from what I'm seeing, man, they loving it. You know what I mean. You know what I'm saying. Shouts out to Drama, you know what I mean. Young Future. Tip, you know what I mean, Ludo on there, so it's definitely an A-Town effort, baby.
It's pretty monumental, though, man.
Yeah, yeah. When you
from an outsider looking into the A-Town.
Of course, man. You know, A-Town's a special place, and to get all those cats on that's like a summer jam for us. You know what I mean?
Right. That's gonna be crazy. Drum's gonna be hollering all y'all trying to go around the country.
I already see it.
That's gonna be nuts.
I'm waiting on the text now.
Right. So that album has been out and it's in stores right now.
Album is in stores right now, man. Hustle. You know, I'm still getting my hustle on like you, baby. So it's like, you know, with this album, when it dropped, I was more wanting to get out into the streets and be able to, you know, work the album and do the records. And I've been on this tour, man, and it's like I could do 10 records off this album. There's only 14, 15 on there.
Yeah.
I'm doing 10 records in the shows. It's crazy. And it's word for word. Word for word.
Of course. So my question is, how long is your show now? Because the catalog is already crazy. I mean, like, let's talk to artists out there.
I've been on the stage from time like 2.5 hours, man. Somebody had to tap me and be like, "Yo, it's too much."
That's a good feeling, though. I've been to plenty of shows where artists definitely do not have that much material to do on stage.
I've been on stage at 2 hours at some point, man, and my road manager tapped me like, "Yo, man, come on, like."
What
I
song?
Had like six, 7 more songs to go. You feel me?
Give me one song off the current album that I guess you didn't expect as much reaction than you got the first time you did it at a club or a concert.
The 2 records that I would say that
sort of surprised you a little bit.
Was Way Too Gone, which I knew that it was gonna be a good record, but I didn't know the response was gonna be like that. And everything's crazy. You would think you in church. You feel me, Hustle?
Yeah.
It sounds like a choir when it rings off and they cut the music. It sounds like a real church choir, like they say. You know what I mean?
But I just think the energy on that record is crazy.
Yeah, man, that was one, and it was crazy because that was one of the ones I had to kind of fight for at the end because it was like.
To get on the album?
Yeah, because
get out of here.
They only wanted to put so many records on the album.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, this got to go. It was like making a bonus track. I was like, nah, Lose My Mind, put it at the bonus.
Because that's already been out there. That was out there for a while.
I was like, put this on my album. I need this on my album, and it worked.
I mean, that record right there, I mean, you know, hip-hop fan or not.
Yeah. But it's a real, you know, you got to understand with me, like, also, it's like, when I write these records, I'm not writing them to rhyme. Like, I don't want to be the best at rhyming.
Yep.
I just want to be honest. I want to be truthful. I want to inspire. I want to motivate. I want to give them some goals and some reaches. And, like, I want to tell my story. Like, I remember waking up in my grandmother's house on the sofa while everybody going to school, and I'm trying to figure out my life. You know what I mean? I'm sleeping on the couch in the middle of the living room. You know what I mean? Well, you know, and my grandmother's house was crazy because it was like her house was open. So it was like her doors were never locked. So I had all kind of uncles and cousins, you know, coming in all type of night in the morning. And I would have to sleep in my jeans to make sure nobody don't steal my money. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I just came from that. So to be able to, you know, spread that and share that through your music, when you tell somebody, I drink some big things on my grandmother's couch.
Yep.
Like, that's real talk to me, you know what I mean? That's as real as it get. You know, I take that for a bar any day.
No, I mean, I think no matter what somebody is going through during that point in the day, when you throw that record on, I mean, it really is that motivation. I mean, you know, like that, to me, that is the staple record for the new album.
Yeah, no, I love it, man.
It really is.
I'm actually in the process of shooting a video right now. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to get it in while I'm on the road, but I couldn't. When I seen that reaction the first time, I knew it was gonna happen.
I used to have nothing.
Yeah. Hey, but you know what else surprised me like that is when I did Then What? On the first album.
Okay.
I was I used to do my shows. I was doing smaller shows at the time, so it was like
I was in South Carolina. That's where I started in Charleston when you dropped that record. I mean, come on, man.
But it was like I never. And then I went to a birthday bash. In Atlanta, and like birthday bash, like 30,000 people. So that's my first time being in front of that many people. And my DJ made a mistake and played that record instead of the record he was supposed to play. And I was almost like on the verge of being like, man.
Turning around, like, hold up.
Yeah, but when I did turn around and turn back around, 20,000 people. Boom, boom.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, all you need is that.
I was just like, you know what I'm saying, it threw me.
And that's when Mannie Fresh was popping.
Yeah. You know, Mannie Fresh is like, you know, he one of the greatest, man. You know, we grew up listening to that whole era, what he did for Cash Money, you know what I'm saying? What he did for the Hot Boys, like he gave him a sound, you know what I mean?
He's I know he's still been doing his thing, but I mean, right now I think he's working with Mystical again a little bit.
Yeah, I mean,
he just put a record out.
I heard him and Kanye working, which is a great place for him because Kanye is, you know, he's great at what he does. He's a musician, like he understands music.
And to me, like, I mean, I love Manny's beats, and I back up everything you say about the brother. And it's sort of like, he sort of slowed down a little right before this whole viral world exploded. So I don't think he got enough props in the whole forum for as instrumental as he was with Cash Money and as the Southern hip hop as a whole.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right, man.
You know what I
mean? A lot of cats, I had to get with it. Because at first I was like, man, I'm not getting on no internet. Because it used to be the less you know, the cooler you are.
Yeah, exactly.
Now it's the more you know, the cooler you are.
As a fan of Young Jeezy, I see the way that you've taken it and embraced it.
Yeah.
Because now that you mention that, I mean, that pretty much depicts from a fan point of view, that depicts your career. Because, you know, when you was just throwing out little,
little stuff in.
It was like a menu that just said, yeah, this is in there, but we're not going to tell you what else is in there. You know what I'm saying? But now you've definitely opened up a lot since day one.
I had to do the documentary because I felt like, you know, I had to catch everybody up with the times because, you know, my life is real and a lot of the things that I've been through are real and a lot of the things that I come from are real. And a lot of people try to attach to that because it seems like the cool thing to do. But for me, it's real. So I'm just like, all right, that's cool. But, you know, the whole documentary thing was how can I sit down and give everybody the real without, you know, doing a Q&A and doing it my way. So I had called Samuel Jackson, had him narrate my documentary and my album, and it just worked out. But it kind of caught me up because I got a lot of new fans. I got a lot of, you know, kids in high school that really just rock with me but didn't know.
Exactly.
They didn't know the history because the net, let me tell you something by the way.
Okay.
When I was hanging in the club.
Yep.
For real. If you got caught with a camera pointing all direction, we're going to smash you because 9 times out of 10, you are the police. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
So now it's different. Like everybody love cameras. I'm just like, wow. You know, I came up. It's like, man, don't take no picture.
I feel you.
You know what I mean? I came up from an era where nobody took pictures. You ain't take pictures on your vacations. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to get put with nobody else later on, you know, 8 years from now. They're like, hey, you know what I'm saying?
Yup.
Yeah.
I feel you. I mean, I'm sort of that way, too. Like, if I'm in the club just on some, like, you know, obviously I'm not on Jeezy status. But
you on hustle status, though.
Yeah, true. If I'm not spinning and I'm just in the cut, like, at the club, like, I'm making a point to holler at whoever's doing all the pictures.
Yeah.
Like, yo, you know.
Chill out,
leave me out of it. Not like they're intentionally doing it, but, you know, you in the background of a picture, you know what I mean?
I used to, I remember going to the club and, you know, just going to the club and hanging out. But it's like now when I go out, it's like, you know, I always saw paparazzi and, you know, Hollywood flicks and all that stuff. It's like when you walk in the club and every camera follow you all the way to where you going flash, you just like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? And you got to look for me because it's the same clubs I used to frequent. They're different names now.
Yep.
But just to see how times change.
Exactly.
And, you know, it's really about that. Like, who was in there? I got a pic with such and such, and he came in the club. I mean, it's crazy. Like, cause the internet and it's so fast. It's like every day is something.
So, I forget what commercial it is they have on TV, but they're like promoting some phone or something, and it's like, you know, like before the dude even does it, they're showing it to him on YouTube.
Yeah. I mean, it's like that, man.
But I mean, here's the thing: it could be a good thing or it could be the curse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you carry yourself the right way and you're good at what you do, like you are, then bring on the cameras. Let the world see everything you do. You know what I'm saying? But I think some of these artists, you know what I'm saying, you know, might want to not charge the battery for the video camera sometimes when they go to certain locations or when they're doing certain things, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, a lot of feedback I get from people too is the documentary really helped and sort of like, I guess, just gave confirmation on, you know, some of the things they thought about you and the way you handled yourself. And I think it was smart on your end to do the documentary so you don't have like everybody else trying to tell a story about you.
Oh yeah, and
you know what I'm saying?
And it happens, man. You know, I hear a lot of things, you know what I mean, and it's just like I see it the way I see it, and I felt like I needed to, you know, do it the right way before, because you know when look at the late greats, Pac, Big, you know, Pun, Whitney Houston. All these people that are no longer here no more, they didn't get a chance to have their words in it. And it's like nobody knows how great you are until you're gone. But then you don't want somebody just putting your life together on some shit like, you know what I mean? Like, I wanted it to be for real. Like, I didn't want to be gone. Anything was ever happening. And then my documentary is all jacked up. Because people just throwing footage together and saying, yo, this is what I did. This is where I came from. This is where I'm at now. This is everything I want.
I mean, you basically answered questions before people could ask them.
Of course. And by the way, when I first came in the industry, it was like, you know, I had to kind of be cool on a lot of stuff. Like, I couldn't just be, hey, this is, you know what I mean? That wasn't the move.
No, not at all.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, especially not coming from the background you have.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? And from the city.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think a lot of people go down south. But see, I lived in South Carolina and made money on that. I like to call it the chitlin circuit.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I was in clubs that were on cinder blocks. I did clubs that were double wide trailers.
All that. Standing on top of no stage, the speakers, the stage.
No, I got like a tip. Like I've been messing with tips since like before, like when he first got with Ghetto with KP and everybody. You know what I'm saying? So Tip used to he'd be in the double wide trailers with me and stuff. So I don't think people don't realize like you can't put it this. I guess. The 911 response time, here's the best way to say it, in certain areas of the South is way too long for you to think you could do something and someone's going to come save you.
Believe that.
You know what I'm saying?
Believe that.
I mean, you be out there, man. It'd be 40 minutes before anyone could find anything, man.
Yeah, probably a week.
Yeah, right. Well, man, I appreciate you taking that time out, man, and sitting in on the show.
You know, you my guy, man. Anytime I'm in the city, man, anytime you in Atlanta, man, you got extended family, man.
I will be there. I just talked to Drama the other day, man. I will definitely be at the We In This video shoot.
I got some Southern hospitality for you when you touch down.
That'll work.
Okay.
It's Jeezy, man. At Young Jeezy on Twitter.
At Young Jeezy, holla at your boy.
At DJ Hustlerz Simmons, man.